For 500 years, it has been called the Devil's Book. Yet world leaders have secretly stayed up all night reading it as the ultimate playbook of power. It is the first modern political classic to boldly separate morality from politics. Why do nice leaders finish last? 5 centuries ago, one man dared to say what everyone was thinking, but too afraid to whisper. It is better to be feared than loved. This isn't a book about how the world should be, but how it actually is. The ultimate handbook for acquiring and keeping power, read by dictators, presidents, and CEOs alike. This is The Prince by Niccolò Machiavelli. Here is a brief summary of the book. Written in 16th century Florence during a time of political chaos, this book is a practical guide on how to acquire and maintain political power. Machiavelli rejects idealistic morality, arguing that for the sake of the state's survival, a ruler must be willing to act immorally, using deceit and force when necessary. He famously advises that a prince must possess the strength of a lion and the cunning of a fox, mastering virtù, skill, strength, to overcome fortuna, luck, or fate. Here are some famous quotes from the book. It is best to be both loved and feared. However, if one cannot be both, it is much safer to be feared than loved. A prince, therefore, being compelled knowingly to adopt the beast, ought to choose the fox and the lion. Injuries ought to be done all at one time, so that, being tasted less, they offend less. Benefits ought to be given little by little, so that the flavor of them may last longer. For the vulgar crowd is always taken by appearances and the results. Make sure to read the book.